Bandits have claimed responsibility for the crash surveillance helicopter in Badna, Chukuba ward of Shirero local government area of Niger State. Recall that a surveillance helicopter crashed in Badna, Mina on Monday. Of course, the chief of defense staff, General Christopher Gwabin Musa, while meeting with Niger State governor in his office, Abuja, stated that weather conditions, among others, may have contributed to the helicopter's crash. Adding that an investigation had commenced to determine the probe cause of the incident. But terrorist bandits in a 2 minutes and 17 seconds video, which I have here, but then probably will not be able to show you because of the for viewers discretion, all of because we have all sort of stuffs in there, claimed they brought down the jet using an AK-47. I just want to show you so that we just see the aircraft. Let's choose the aircraft. There are so many parts of the video that I'll not be able to show you, but then I want us to see the aircrafts. Okay, I think I'll be able to show you some parts. Okay, see, that's the video. That's the video, and that's the aircraft. You see them? So we cannot show you. If I show you, that's the aircraft. That's the aircraft. So they claim they brought it down using an AK-47. Probably, of course, that jet must have been flying a bit very low, to have been hit by AK-47s. The narrator in the video who spoke in Hausa said they belong to Dogo Gide Group, one of the notorious bandits that have been terrorizing part of Niger State, causing death of many farmers and security operatives. These are issues on ground that Mr. President is supposed to face. These are major issues on ground, and of course, they're killing the farmers. That means food shortage is imminent. Well, we should face matters that are pressing. Not leaving our own house under in shambles, and then we now go ahead. We want to start helping Niger and all of that. We are not saying that it's not good to help, but not in case where we have similar issues. There's a saying that you remove. The Bible says that if you have not removed the beam in your own eyes, how do you want to see the peck in somebody else's eyes? And so what they are facing on that side is even little compared to what we are facing here. People cannot go to their farms anymore. And nobody has made any arrest. Are you telling me that they don't know where these boys are? Is that what we are saying? It's high time we get things right. It's high time we start doing the right thing. You will start to understand why they will not, which of course I know that David will always become king, regardless of what Saul thinks about it. David would always become king. It's just a matter of time. I've told you times and again, even if Saul had to stay there for, God knows how long, David will still be enthroned. David will still be enthroned. And it's just about doing the right thing. We're only saying that we deserve better. We're only saying that, look at who are the people sponsoring these boys now. There are people who don't want us to develop. There are people who don't want our eyes to be opened. The Western world wants to keep giving us fish. They don't want us to know how to fish. I was watching a review this morning and I was saying, anchors talking about price of fuel in other countries. Are you comparing us with countries who don't have wells of oil? We produce something and we still sell at such exorbitant prices. People groaning under hardship, policies that don't ease the people of pain, that don't soften the ground for us to prosper. to grow, and to be productive. We have so much internal issues, so much to be sorted. I saw in the news earlier on, Mr. President was being called for the second time by, one of the officials in the U.S., putting pressure, mounting pressure on him to see to it that democracy is restored back to Niger, mountain pressure on him. Yeah, they say it's mountain pressure, but then I don't see it as mountain pressure. They are only trying to defend, what benefits they enjoy. And they know that if once our eyes open, they will not be at the top there. They will not be, we will not be developing countries. I don't know for how long we want to be developing countries. Underdeveloped. For how long? Nigeria is over 60 years. We are still developing countries. May God help us. You know. Well, that's Blinken. Blinken calls Tinubu to ensure release of Bozoam, Niger, and also that Niger returns to democracy. I understand that is the second time he is calling President Tinubu on this matter. That's the second time he's talking to him for the second time since the coup. That's the second time the United States Secretary of States Anthony Blinken again, called President Tinubu. Well, let's see how all these things pan out. I just hope that someday, very very soon, we'll come to the end of all this and we'll have a very safe country again. Our people will be free. We will all, have a good life, again. But then, God help us. Thank you very much for watching. Please do share your opinions, drop a comment, make them simple and civil. Thank you very much.